Why the elites don't want you to watch Sound of Freedom? It's because child trafficking is a crime that remains shrouded in darkness, perpetuated by a multi-billion-dollar industry. Talking lots of money. And Sound of Freedom is a powerful film that seeks to expose this unimaginable reality to the world. This is a real life issue that is a global pandemic that is just disgusting. All right. However, this movie, Sound of Freedom, faces very big opposition from some Hollywood elites and media outlets to the point where they're wanting to discredit this movie, raising suspicions about their involvement, honestly. Like you would think anyone opposing this, maybe they're taking place in those activities, those illicit, illegal, disgusting activities, right? It's not out of the realm. Let's take all the whole, oh, you're just a conspiracy nut out of it. Let's look at it with this picture, all right? A movie that's raising awareness to an issue, and the media is not wanting you to watch this. The elites. Not talking the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega. I'm talking about the real elites that control the world. They don't want you to see this. They do not want you to see this movie because more than likely, the rich elite are probably partaking in this, all right? I mean, if you look at the significance of this movie and everything that's about, everything that exposes, you could imagine the reactions of some of these powerful people that are behind closed doors doing things they're not supposed to be doing, and how they can control the media narrative. They help control what the media says, what our propaganda is, what we consume. They control the narrative at the end of the day. And they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that viewers don't get their eyes opened when it comes to this issue. That's why you saw problems with this movie where showings were getting interrupted, showings were getting blocked, showings were getting canceled. You saw stuff with fire alarms. There was a lot of shady stuff when this movie initially came out. And initially, it seemed like they were trying really hard to prevent it from coming out. I mean, it took 5 years of hard obstacles for this movie to come out. And it finally has. And it's making some huge fucking waves, honestly. And the thing that was shady for me was seeing these eyewitness accounts, these videos showing that there was attempts to stop people from watching this movie. Now, this isn't just a movie, and I did a review of it. I've talked a bit about it. I'm beating a dead horse because this is an important issue. I think this is a bold attempt to shed light on the darkness that surrounds child trafficking, all right? It's a true thing. It's a true fucking thing. I don't care if somebody thinks I'm a fucking psycho for saying this. And this industry, this trafficking industry, exploits innocent young children, and it's sad. It's very sad, and they traffic them for various purposes, whether it's organ harvesting, which is fucking disgusting and evil, sexual exploitation, which is disgusting and evil, and forced labor. Even they would force them to be laborers, like in secret drug compounds and things like that. So the film's narrative, if you haven't watched it, and I talked about it briefly, it involves the real life story of Tim Ballard, who was a former government agent who dedicated his life to rescuing vulnerable children. And it showcases some of his heroism in this movie. Fucking brave. You got to give him props. This guy's a real fucking hero. And it aims to inspire viewers to take action and join this battle. Now, they're not saying go to the fucking jungles of Colombia and take out the cartel and all this, but you could do your part by being a neighborhood watchdog, or making sure that, people are well aware of the dangers of some ways that kids have been kidnapped, abducted, taken advantage of in the past. causing awareness in general. Nobody's expecting you to be Rambo. Let's get that right out of the thing right here. But most of all, this movie's not a conspiracy theory QAnon propaganda piece like the media would want you to think. And they really pushed that because, let's be honest, the world's divided, especially the United States of America. When they push this whole, it's a conspiracy nut type of thing, is to discredit the credibility of people. The fact that this movie was met with that much resistance from certain Hollywood elites raises eyebrows and fuels suspicion. In my opinion, it's like, okay, yeah, that's that's real foolish of them to come out of the woodwork like that and cause such a ruckus. Now, some might argue that these elites might be connected to the industry, and I think that makes sense. They want to control what people consume. We can't have a movie that defies the narrative come out and, expose the whole industry that it's connected to, because that would be no. They can't control that. They don't want that. It's proven fact, guys. You might think it's a conspiracy or whatever, but it's not out of the realm that rich people control things in society. All right? For years, rich people would control it. Now, you got to think, this movie has a lot of potential, especially with $100 million raised, to disrupt the child trafficking industry, like hands down. It's crazy how well this movie's doing. And powerful entities, powerful people seem eager to suppress that. And part of why I'm doing this is because I don't want it to be suppressed. I'm doing my part. I feel me using my platform to bring attention to this is doing my part. And I feel that these elites have a fear of exposure, financial ruin, and other types of problems that are implicating them, that are driving them to try to stop this. And you got to raise questions about the true motives about the people that are trying to stop this. Like, why are they doing this? All right. So it's been divisive as far as the response to this. And what's kind of funny is the media is going way all out to discredit this as a QAnon thing. But at the same time, a while back, a movie called Cuties came out on Netflix, and it was defended as a sensitive coming-of-age movie by these same woke, liberal fucking weirdos. The journalist, all these people that are like pedo sympathizers, they praised it. They thought it was a coming-of-age, innovative movie that was sensitive topic, and it basically caused a huge disturbance. I remember there was a good backlash from actual audiences, but the critics and the professionals and the media loved Cuties, and it's fucking disgusting. It is fucking gross that Netflix even considered having that on there until it got pulled. So, you think about it, a movie that's actually about protecting children is getting so much backlash from the same people that appreciated Cuties. Something don't make sense here. So, yeah, I feel that, it's very admirable that the creators of Sound of Freedom are pursuing to keep this movie going, and they've been met with a lot of resistance. Lots of numerous challenges distributing the film. Major corporations like Netflix, Amazon, Disney have declined support from the movie. Disney shelved this movie 5 years ago. And somebody told me, it was because they felt it wasn't going to make movie. I disagree with that. And yeah, they were wrong, obviously. Look how much it's made. On top of that, you take a look at other occurrences that have happened. Why was Disney so reluctant? Oh, because they weren't going to make money? Bullshit. They're not making money now. So what's the excuse, honestly? It's because it exposed the narrative, to be honest. And luckily, because of Angel Studios, this movie has found a way to get support. And I'm forever going to support Angel Studios at this time. They won me over as a consumer of their products going forward just because of this. Now, again, I mentioned earlier before when this movie was coming out, there was weird occurrences, technical glitches, air conditioning problems. Some of these might be incidents or coincidental things, but honestly, I feel that it was a little bit a type of spiritual warfare, to be honest. Some people didn't want the film subject matter to be watched, and I think that's part of it. So you got to remember with this movie, man, this is more than just entertainment. It's not going out and watching a Pixar film. It's not going out and watching Barbie. It's not going out and watching Star Wars. This is something that tackles real life issues, and I think that's what definitely sets it past the pack, honestly, by the rest of the pack. And I gotta commend it. And that's why I've been talking about it a lot, because it definitely impacted me as a viewer after watching it. And it's a message that I feel is very important. And I don't care if you're getting tired of me talking about it on this channel, because first of all, I could talk about whatever the fuck I want, to be completely honest. I think these filmmakers that made it and those associated, the cast, everybody, this is a project that is dedicated to ending child trafficking. They're sticking their necks out against Hollywood just by being involved with this movie, and they're more concerned with the well-being of children worldwide, and that's courageous in my opinion. And I think everybody that supports this should definitely step up and rise against all the resistance that you're getting from this, because the elites do not want you to watch this movie. And it's a dark reality. It's scary. I wouldn't want it to happen to anybody in my life. So unite for a good cause like this, I would say. So yeah, that's just my thoughts.